I almost said like Dean said. That's weird. But like Jensen said, you know, you can be a storyteller and an actor anywhere. So keep it up. Have work.
Is that a point now going post-secondary? Do you think it's a good thing to get into some kind of college where they do offer training?
Sure, arts, yeah, any kind of art school. I mean, I don't know what the, you know, I was getting into it in middle school and also in high school. There was, you know, drama departments. I don't know if you have that, but you know, that's something that's, you know, that you can really kind of get into and get involved with your school plays and stuff like that. You know,
My wife went to drama school. She went to NYU, Tisch School of Acting in New York. And obviously, I mean, I know you're out east, but New York's relatively close. It's certainly closer to Vancouver or Los Angeles. And there are a ton of acting programs and schools out there. So you can always just go test the waters.
My fiance actually lives in Squamish, and all you guys
Oh,
are
really?
shooting there.
Nice.
So yeah,
Beautiful spot.
last time we were out, we actually went to a few places where you guys got shot.
Very cool.
Yeah.
well, good luck to you. Make sure it's
Yeah,
about
good
the
luck.
acting and not about rich and famous, because,
Bad reason.
yeah.
All right, we're gonna go back over here.
Sure.
Hi.
Miss that look? I don't. I just spray paint my hair like 5 times a day. It's really boring.
And Jared, I wanted to know, now that you've played so many different Sams, which one was your favorite one to play in the Torontcon?
Soulless was my favorite. Ezekiel is really difficult because also he's also kind of soulless, but not in the soulless Sam soulless way. And we find out a lot.
Also, because Tomo did such
Tomo did such a rock. I love Tomo. I thought he did. Yeah, that was really cool. So the most difficult, I think, is probably this year, and that's why, funny enough, I've seen some of you guys both in Dallas and Vancouver this year. I'm so excited because it's difficult. And like the scene, what's funny is that, you know, I knew I was going to play an angel a couple weeks before I played an angel. So there were things I was trying to think about, like how an angel wouldn't be affected by sunlight, like trying to take some humanism out of it, especially since Ezekiel was a fresh human. Like he wasn't Castiel, who'd been around humans for a long time and learned to adapt. Like Ezekiel had just fallen to earth, so he was in a place he wasn't used to quite human mannerisms. And so I didn't want to squint and go like, you know, if it was sunny, and I didn't want to sweat, you know. I just wanted to kind of, I don't know, it's a strange thing, but I sweat as it is, and the first time you see Ezekiel, we're walking through the quad of UBC, and it's like the hottest day in months, and they lit it to where it's all sunny, and we get there, we're like, it's like, I can't, like my glasses, I would put on my glasses, and I was squinting through my glasses, it was so bright. And I was like, guys, listen, I don't want to be, but I really want to do this right. And they ended up having like, get a big 20 foot by 20 foot black tarp and put it behind Jensen, because if you're standing in front of a white wall on a sunny day, then the white hits your eyes and makes you squint. Whereas it could be a sunny day if you're standing in front of a black wall. It's like why baseball players put the black on their eyes. And so we ended up going like an hour or two into lunch just to try and get it right. I was like, listen, this is the first, we're about to set up this character that's going to be around for a while.
It was also like in the upper 80s,
So, yeah.
30.
Yeah. It doesn't sound as hot as 80s.
But and you know, and of course it's like, okay, let's get those jackets on, like 3 layers of clothing. He's just like, you know, I had to keep a towel next to me just to sop him up on his. It's like, again, take this.
As some of our more regular friends here know, I sweat like in a meat locker. How are those things ice? So, you know, when it's hot. So yeah, but anyways, thank you. I love Soulless Sam, it was fun. But Ezekiel is the hardest so far. All right, you choose.
So have you ever gotten to do your own like cool stunts, or is that always on that side?
I would say I would say predominantly it's us. There are a few that they won't let us do.
Like in the premiere?
Yeah, like in the season premiere where Dean's running down the hallway and all the glass is exploding. They wouldn't let me do that because that was real glass that they were using. So Todd Scott is my double and has been doubling me since Dark Angel. Jared really liked Dark Angel.
Did I guess what again?
So that one particular, they just liability-wise, they didn't want to have to, pull shards of glass out of my face if I tripped or slipped or something like that. So,
or worse yet, pull shards of glass.
Anyway, but like where in that hallway scene where I get beat up, when the actress punches me and I hit the ground, that was me. And I probably did that almost 6 or 7 times where I just, from a complete standstill, had to fake that I took the punch and then fling myself with no pad or anything because the camera was low onto a linoleum floor. I felt that one the next day. And of course, our stunt coordinator, Lou Bolo, he came up to me after every take and he was like, "You're gonna get me fired. You gotta stop throwing yourself so hard." And I'm like, "Look, she didn't really know how to throw a punch, which is fine. She's a woman. She doesn't She probably doesn't need to throw a punch very often.
Ideally not as much as we do.
Well, yeah, so as an actress, I mean, they're not generally getting into,
So it's raining outside, huh?
Little help here? Anyway, so I had to really fling myself hard, and that took a few tries to get it right, and that would hurt, but yeah, so we try to do as many stunts as we can, just because it's better, because they can see our face, but every now and again they're like, "No guys, we're not gonna let you jump out of this 3-story building, sorry." Like, alright. Thanks. Thanks for getting me in trouble.
Yes. I see it. Sure. Your hand's going. Yes. We certainly see more inside. And we introduce a set in Middle Airs Garage this year that's really fun. We do there's
a few things. Kitchen,
a storeroom,
Dean's
room, and Sam's room, yeah, sauna,
computer room, yeah, weight room, yoga room,
dressing room,
massage parlor.
That's a good episode. See, that's if we created a story. No, we see a lot more of the middle letters. We don't, as of yet, we don't learn a whole lot more about the middle letters just yet. I think our storyline is so powerful this year that it's kind of taken us into a new direction, but we will, for sure. But we see a lot more of the middle letters. In fact, when we go back to shoot this week, we're back in the middle letters. And the last thing we did, was in the middle letters. So we do see a lot more of them. It's really cool. I'm going to go back this way. There's someone in the